Oceans. We all know what they are, but most people know very little about them, all the complexity of a single wave, and even how our beloved beaches are formed. Today, in this short clip, we are going to teach you everything you need to know about coast, cliffs and waves. So let's dive right in. Gaze upon the wonders of this soggy underworld, the beautiful creatures that inhabit it, and the sheer amount of possible adventure and decaying history. Waves are something so trivial that we just see when we go to the beach, not knowing just how complex they really are. Waves are formed by the wind that blows them in such a way that they form a circular rolling motion before hitting the coastline. There are two different types of waves, constructive and destructive. Constructive waves are what build beaches by dragging sand and pebbles up to the coastline that humans and animals alike can live on, whereas destructive waves pull material back into its salty depths, smashing up against the rocks and cliffs. This continuous scraping of the rocks is what we call erosion, and is the reason for such beautiful and intricate formations such as this. Caves like these would have been big chunks of hard rock once upon a time, but over the years have begun to deteriorate. This cave that we can see would have started off as a small crevice, forming a weak point in the stone, and slowly being widened as a result of processes like abrasion and hydraulic action. Now that this cave has been formed, it is exposed to other processes like wave refraction, where a higher concentration of waves eat away at this particular point. In the years to come, this will have such an effect that the cave will form a highly unstable arch. Why unstable? You see, there will be an immense amount of pressure on this joint, and the exposure to things like biological and chemical weathering on top of the force of gravity will eventually cause the arch to collapse into the sea and form what we call a stack. Places like Old Harry's Rocks in Dorset are great examples of this. We also have many different factors that affect the strength of waves, the main one being fetch. How far the wind travels will give an insight as to how strong it is. That's why the beaches at Cornwall have some of the best waves to surf. The direction of the wind is also important. If the wind hits the beach at an angle, it will begin to move material in that direction, something that we call longshore drift, as depicted here by the gathering of this seaweed. Now bye bye.